No question. Ah! Get the camera, get on the table.
I got you.
But still, I just think. I just think people who are pure black have to be hypersensitive and be able to make sure that people are the fairer skin are completely down with the movement and not necessarily pick and choose. It's kind of like
I'm not saying picking and choosing. I fight for what's right. If it's right, it's right. It's wrong, it's wrong. I don't think you need a color to figure out what's right and what's wrong.
As long as we can just have a clear understanding of what's wrong when it comes to race relations.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, as long as it's...
I got 3 black kids to raise, and I definitely see what the issue is with race.
Next. And they're lighter than light.
Who?
Your kids.
Mine are?
From what I see.
Because my girls are your color.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
You gotta show me that.
My son's my color.
You gotta show me that. You gotta show me that. I ain't see that. Look. I ain't see that, Chica. I ain't see that. I didn't see that.
Real sad. You tried it though.
You took that shit in July.
I didn't. My girls are.
They said July 4th. That's not a date.
My girls are the chocolate ones. My son is the light skinned one.
How is that? They got a tan.
Nah.
I'm just fucking with you.
But that's my son. Nah, I will say that.
You're right.
He's the only one that got my color.
That nigga put a relaxer in his shit, nigga. That's Justin Timberlake.
First of all, don't come from my son.
I'm just saying what he could do. Hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully
you just mad he had the best of both worlds. That's all that is.
Again, white people and people with less skin feel like milk to me. So, no, I'm okay. No, I love working
I
as
don't know what kind of white people you rubbed on.
White fucking Neanderthals. Like white people. Nigga. White women at that. White blonded women. When they get
I know my family feel like regular people.
I mean, well, of course you should feel like regular people that be.
They skin don't feel like nothing. You talking about?
Oh no. I can assure you. Yeah, their skin feels a little. It's not like milk, because milk doesn't have a feel, right? It's a liquid. It feels more like, you know how you work out and shit, and you're not necessarily sweating, but you still wet.
Sticky.
Sticky. Yeah.
No. I don't know what kind of white people you've been around, but I promise you, no.
You need to go on vacation and just go drinking. I'm gonna give you a hug. I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about.
First of all, I'm not white. I'm biracial. Second of all,
you know what? You're right, because when you get a tan, your skin might not feel like that.
Get out of here.
Well, you might be right. My thing is, yeah, I guess I can't do it, man. Plus, again, I can't date a white woman because I say niggas so much. I'd be damned for fucking that shit.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't date a white guy. I just never have.
What do you mean?
Just never have. Just never have.
Never had.
Been an opportunity.
You mean, okay, never able to say you never had the opportunity. opportunity. You never been cool with any white guys?
I've been cool with them. They've always been friends. They've not. They must be more than that.
What is friends, man?
Friends.
Friends that you possibly fuck sometime, or
No,
friends
just
you get
friends.
talked to?
Just hey, let's go hang out. Like
I mean, we are adults.
friends.
But you do know there's such thing as friends who.
Yeah, it's called a cuddy buddy.
No, it's called friends that we can have sexual relationships and won't cross
Called a
the
cuddy
line.
buddy.
No, cuddy buddy is somebody you fuck when they leave your house. Somebody, a friend who you fuck is somebody you fuck when you have pillow time with. Massive differences.
Nah, if it's just somebody you fuck, you definitely not having pillow time.
That's a cuddy buddy.
Nah.
I didn't say friends who fuck. That's what you're saying.
That's what you just said.
Sweetheart, cuddy buddy is somebody you fuck, get out of my house. Friends who fuck, you lay here, we have pillow time and talk.
Oh no.
That is what I'm saying.
No.
Cuddy buddy, fuck buddy, whatever these niggas are calling shit nowadays. Why would I? I said it again, I say nigga too much. And I'm fucking Maryland.
What does that got to do with anything?
I say nigga.
What if your soulmate was a white person?
I would be fucked to death with that. It's God's choice. I would have some real serious questions in the mirror. I'm like, oh, bruh, as all the shit I be preaching out loud, ain't even secretive shit. This is what you gonna land me with, bruh?
Alright, what about Hispanic? Would you date Hispanic?
If she understands what she is. Like my brother, my stepbrother, I had to check him once. So like he's Puerto Rican, and he be on that Puerto Rican shit hard. So I was like, hold on, you know you're Puerto Rican and black, right? Well, we have to understand it. Why don't we know what's going on? Just don't. Again.
So what's the point though?
Of me asking her?
Yeah.
Just to make sure he knows what's going on. Just make sure he knows who he is. I can't have niggas running around here blind.
But when I sit there and say something about being biracial, it's the brother of picking a side. You just told this man he was two sides and not one now.
My brother wouldn't say. I wouldn't expect my brother. I don't know what he might say, but he's a wild boy when it comes to language. But I wouldn't expect my nigga to like drive through District Heights and say something crazy like, "Look at these monkeys."
Well, I hope nobody does.
The same people who think it's okay for niggas to say monkeys, they gonna use other adjective words like monkeys or savages.
Look, I'm not even gonna lie. I remember when my son was little and I used to take him out.
Now continue.
And I used to like bounce him back, oh my little monkey. And like, I never really, like, I never put the two and two together like race-wise. I'm thinking like legit like animal monkey because all he would do is bounce. So I'm like, oh, and then like this one lady comes up, she's like, you call your baby a monkey? And like after that I wouldn't do it no more, but it was like, I guess.
You get it?
Yeah, I get it. I got it afterwards.
Okay, right. After you got, like, you know, you didn't know any better before. When somebody sat you down here, now it's like, okay, I get it.
But I feel like some people read into it so far. When you're just a mom playing with your baby, you're like, oh, it's like sitting there teaching them like animals and stuff. He was bouncing like, oh, the monkey.
You could be bouncing like a monkey, a koala bear.
A koala bear bounces?
You never seen a koala bear show on Cartoon Network when you was a kid? I did. You was in there? I saw it. He does a lot of backflips.
Let the moms teach your kids.
Chica. If I have kids, I'm gonna put on Boomerang and be like, here, watch some cartoons that I grew up on. Nigga. Like, I ain't gonna fucking put on.
And baby first word's gonna be like, hey, nigga.
I would cry of joy. I would cry of joy if my first child's words is nigga. I'd be like, yo, that's me. I will. It's just certain things
my kids don't use it.
Good, they shouldn't.
You gotta kill the word somewhere.
I mean, yeah, in your case, again, since your son could put a relaxer in his hair, he'd be Bruno Mars.
First of all, my son doesn't need a relaxer because he has natural good hair.
Sweetheart, like I said, if. Listen to my verbiage. If he decides to put a relaxer in his hair and turn into Justin Timberlake, or just stay Bruno Mars, it'll be different. I mean, I'm just telling you.
I'm just telling you, my son's hair is already like theirs.
I saw it.
So it's like, where are you going with this?
No, Justin Timberlake's is.
My son has way hair.
No, he got the Odell Beckham.
No. His is only like that because they shaped it when he cut it.
But it stays up.
No.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna put a picture up so people can see. But, ladies and gentlemen, her son has the Odell Beckham. We all know what the Odell Beckham is. You can only get the Odell Beckham if you have the Jufro or nigga hair. You can't get the Odell Beckham if you pure.
He doesn't. I'm not even trying to be funny. If it wasn't for her,
you got the Seth Rogen.
No, his hair is softer than mine.
It's the Seth. You know who Seth Rogen is?
No, I don't.
The nigga who played in Knocked Up, Observe and Report, the fat white guy. He smokes a lot of weed with Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg a lot. He did Superbad. He did fucking You have to know who Seth Rogen is. Like, come on, dog.
I probably will if I seen a picture, but names, no, I don't.
Jesus. But before we continue, we have to fucking do fucking introductions. We have to do introductions. You want me to be you want me to not be misogynistic and let you go first, or does that mean control the ship?
Oh, I know who he is.
Right. Seth Rogen, can you show the camera? Can you show the phone to your...
He's funny as hell.
Can you take a big picture and put it up?
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't...
He lost weight though. He was funnier
Yes.
when he was bigger.
Yes, that man, Seth Rogen.
It's not gonna look right. I'm gonna go up closer.
I'll fix that later. But nonetheless, Seth Rogen, he has that hair. Just grew it out and shaped it up.
But yeah.
Alright, cool. And nonetheless, this is the, as you see, Illogically Rolling Podcast, episode 1. I am Dominic. They call me Damo, but this is my full government, just in case the FBI is listening to me. Dominique, you can find me at Joe Swanson at all my social medias in the left-hand corner. Pow, pow, pow. And this is my lovely co-host. I'm not saying your name because you're going to think I'm being misogynistic or an overpowering black man. So you need to introduce yourself to the T.
Why do you have to be an overpowering black man? You couldn't be an overpowering white man?
Don't know what
I
do. I don't have a cock. I have a dick. Yeah, I'm a black
Whoa!
Man. I'm a black
But anyway,
man.
my name is Charmaine Richardson. I'm currently Miss Wheelchair Maryland 2020, and we're pretty much on the podcast to advocate what's going on and what goes through our minds just as an everyday thing.
I wouldn't say the words like advocate because that means I would have to follow somebody else's more or less moral standpoint as far as our company. I'm independent when it comes to my level of thoughts. She might have to cater to a organization, but I am my own person. I don't work for anybody more or less, so I have to change my opinion. But since you are Miss Wheelchair America, I understand how you can't do certain things on camera or say certain things. So that's why you say that. But let niggas know I am the independent in the situation. Nobody bothers.
No, I'm independently on my own thoughts, but that is who I am.
Okay. But more or less, hopefully, if Miss Wheelchair or the Miss Wheelchair organization, whoever runs that shit, sees this and they question her, hopefully she stands with her background and we don't have to do an episode saying we have to retract the statement because I'll be damned. But
we do advocate. I feel like we give the lines, we give you like the inside, the outside, in between.
When people say advocate, they expect niggas for me to show up on National Capitol Hill and shit with signs. I'm not doing that. Mm-hmm. I inspire other people who are in my position to do better and be better and realize that they're not.
And that life continues after injury.
Exactly.
You don't have to sit in the house, you don't have to dwell, you don't have to be depressed. You still get out and do life.
Exactly. So, with that being said, celebration for the first episode. I am excited. This is going to be every Monday and Friday unless you choose to be on Black People Time. We have to do it on Saturday. But hopefully every Monday.
It might be every other week like that.
Maybe.
Gotta take turns between the white and the black side.
I understand. People who have that benefit of doubt can pick, right? Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
We live in Martin's dream. We live in the best of both sides.
You know what? That is Martin's dream, but we do realize Martin did wake up eventually. He was like, nah, I fucked up. It was a nightmare. Yeah, he said it. I did. So this is our initial podcast. A lot of confetti, a lot of funny fucking hijinks and funny shit. And since somebody is, advocating for a organization, and granted, marijuana is very legal in Maryland, DC, and Virginia, I am going to respect people's anonymity when people like myself are smoking a lot of weed. I'm going to make sure it's not being passed around. I'm responsible. So, with that being said, to go back from the notes,
okay, so we're gonna take this from the top.
From the top?
I'm gonna take it from the top.
From the top. Actually, no. I know how to.
I keep putting this.
I know how to illogically roll into that topic. So before you started dating your love of your life, who you date now, you're so in love with, who's like the king of your castle, that guy. When you started doing that before that time period, how was your dating life beforehand?
Non-existent.
When I say when you were used.
I'm gonna be completely honest.
Here we go. This is what we want, baby.
I had a cuddy buddy. Like that's what I had. A cuddy buddy.
On. Did this hoe just say she had a cuddy buddy when she? I'm saying hoe from a standpoint.
I've got a hoe.
From a broad, obviously, we know.
I feel like
we do have friends that are wheelchairs that are hoes. All
right, let me explain.
You're saying.
So with my children's father, I was with him for
baby daddy.
I was with him for 8 years.
White, black?
So he's black.
Mixed?
So no, he's just black.
Pure.
But so pretty much after that, I was pretty much in my thoughts like nobody's ever gonna want me being in a chair. It's gonna be a mess.
What year was this? Like the beginning?
About 4 years ago.
I'm sorry. How long have you been in the wheelchair?
8 years.
I've been in the wheelchair for 10, going on 11 in January.
But it's like I had that mentality, like, because I was with him before the accident, so naturally. It was like I just felt like this is my end all be all.
Naturally, right.
So then when we split, it was like, damn, nobody's ever gonna want to be with me. Like, so it was non-existent. So I mean, I had a friend. He would come over and do what I wanted to do. Other than that, I was celibate for a good while.
Do what you wanted to do. What do you mean by that?
We could have sex if I wanted to have sex. Like, it was.
And sex from a paraplegic standpoint, how does that? I don't mean to do a deep dive.
Put it this way: if you can't lift me, we can't be together.
You say that again?
If you can't lift me, we can't be together.
That is a very, very interesting statement because since I'm a quadriplegic, I obviously need help getting into bed for sexual activities. And when I meet females who understand that or ask a question, be like, oh, what does it take for you to get into bed? And I tell them.
I'm not trying to sit here missionary my whole time.
Like.
That's my story. So then me and him started talking again, even though
I'm sorry. I'm going to cut you off. But it is very important if you want to date somebody with a spinal cord injury, you have to understand, male or female, when it comes to sexual playtime, you're going to have to throw that person in bed. I don't use the word figuratively as far as throw. No, do not throw me across the room. Existing to get in bed. Yes. Continue.
But I will say it's also very different for a quad than it is for a pair. Mm-hmm. A pair can put their self in the bed. They can pretty much get into any position. Quads can too. But it's different. Right. So it's like depending on the person, have that understanding and that kind of conversation before you just embark on it.
Nonetheless, if you're going to date us, be open.
Yes.
I shouldn't have to tell you about the other shit that should possibly come about. Continue.
But yeah, so after all of that good stuff, like me and my boyfriend, even though when we weren't talking, it was always an off and on thing throughout the years. So me and my baby father, when we split up, I'd go back to him. It's always been like a back and forth thing, and then he was still friends of the family, so it was like he was never just gone.
As he should, because he is the father of the kids.
Who? My boyfriend?
Oh no, he stayed friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. So he was still friends. Well, his mom and my mom were best friends, so it was like he was still friends of the family.
They were naturally best friends, or they met they all met?
Like they were friends from when I started walking. When I was still walking, I said started walking. From when I was walking.
Dreams, right? Dreams, right? I can dream.
Right.
Hand me the address.
It happened yesterday, so no. But so yeah, that's pretty much how that came about.
Interesting. So you didn't have to cut anybody, even though you tried to shun it almost. But my thing is this: if you're a female that's a paraplegic in a wheelchair that has sex, like, do you ever feel like you're being controlled, so to speak? Because obviously, as a woman, you're supposed to be dominated in the bedroom, not in a physical, harmful way, but more or less, if we're speaking of traditional sex terms, missionary. You know, so the man's supposed to be on top of me. But since you can't have control in the bed, you know, so how does that work?
Like, I don't feel like I'm being controlled, no.
Okay.
Because we'll start off in like missionary, and then by then it's like, all right, fuck it, I'll roll over and I'll get on top. But
how does that work? You don't have hip function.
It's in your upper body.
Right.
If you're in missionary and he's on top of you, as soon as you roll, he's rolling with you. You're going right on top.
Just from my perspective, whenever a girl's been on top of me, like she had to be flat-footed and bounce that way. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
No.
Like,
I ain't up on my knees on top.
Oh, you're doing the
regular.
You're doing the rock away. Like,
I'm not gonna bounce on the dick. It ain't gonna happen today.
Okay, I mean, okay, that's cool. That's more like that's more or less like the rest position, so to speak. Right. It's kind of like,
I don't know. Picks me up. You can do it from standing up. Like, I mean, there's different things. Like, have fun and play with it.
Okay. You get picked up for sex. Okay. You can just slide that in there. We'll pocket that.
That's why I said it's a requirement. If you can't lift me, we can't be together.
Okay. When she means lift, she ain't talking about getting into bed.
No.
She's talking about I forgot the nigga name. What's the baby boy father name? What was the stepfather name on baby boy? Ving Rhames' name? But anyway, she wants to be able to get Ving Rhames.
No, what was his name? That wasn't his name?
No, his real name was Ving Rhames, the actor.
Oh.
But, what was his name? Jody and this nigga.
What was his name?
Right, it's right there, right.
It's like I know.
Carl?
No! That's gonna make me mad as shit.
But she wants to be able to get Ving Rhames around the bedroom. Which is understandable.
It lately be like that sometimes.
Huh?
It do be like that sometimes.
I'm with you. Hey, I can imagine. I wish. I have dreams too. I fantasize. I can dream right. Like, nah, I get it. I can imagine. Because, like, again, I guess there's a lot of trepidation when females date me as well. Like, they're like, oh shit, like, I would really want to fuck this nigga. But I don't know how to ride dick. Like.
Wait, what?
I swear to God, I really think it's the case sometimes. I mean, cause let's be real.
It's self-explanatory, bitch. Get on.
But it's still a matter of you know flow. You know, like, you don't know what you're doing. And I'm 29, 30 in December. I'm gonna have to be training individuals. Like, I can't be training motherfuckers.
You better grip her hips and go to town.
If I had hip function, then it wouldn't be a problem.
I mean, you don't, but you got arm function. Bring that ass down on it.
And that's my thing. I like a lot of big girls. I like chunky.
Oh,
not necessarily big, but like, I like my females to have ass.
Yeah.
And thighs, cause like it's not like eating pussy when like the guys on your head and it's warm.
I don't even know what eating pussy looks like, but
I know you don't, but if you, I mean, hey.
Fuck it, maybe the next life.
I'm gonna let you know how it is. It's a very delicious thing. It's very tantalizing. It almost tastes better than honey mustard or Chick-fil-A nuggets. It almost.
See, I don't like honey mustard or Chick-fil-A nuggets.
It tastes.
I'm more of a Chick-fil-A.
It tastes like if you stick your tongue in a pile of Chick-fil-A sauce when it's hot. Now let's say hot, but you know at room temperature, like not too hot, but it ain't cold obviously, and they've been sitting up through the night, like kind of.
I don't know, cause I heard some girls' boxes be funky.
Oh, some niggas balls stink.
I wouldn't know. I go find out.
Ooh, she's so committed to our love. It's so beautiful, right? It's so beautiful, people. It's so beautiful. But I mean, yeah, but some niggas balls be smelling like fucking Goya. Like, fucked up out here. From what I've heard. I don't play with balls, so I don't. But what happened?
I don't play with no balls except my own. Like, wait, what?
I'm good with my own balls. My balls.
My balls.
Right, my balls. 2 balls. And it's still important for men and quadriplegic and wheelchair, so it's still good to get your balls checked out, people. Men still have, to this with our, you know what I'm trying to say, cancer. Gotta get your balls checked, people.
I'm not even trying to be funny. So when you go and get yours, you know, there's the part where they like cough. Is it still the same?
I don't mind my female doctor doing that, but yes, it's still the same. Same old school. Check your balls. And it's funny because like most doctors don't even know how to handle spinal cord patients. Yeah. So like when she has to see my balls, like I gotta get out of the bed, my chair, right, and I have to lay on my back for you to see my testicles, right? You just can't see my balls from sitting in my chair. Hey.
I hate when they touch your leg or something with gloves on. They're like, it's a little cold, and it's like, oh, didn't notice.
That's wild. Yeah. Hey, wait, you feel it?
No.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. They're like, oh, it's gonna be cold. I'm like, all right.
That's crazy. So it's like, yeah, when I have like sexual relations, I think a lot of trepidation is females being scared. Not necessarily scared, but not knowledgeable on the situation.
That's how I feel about the doctor.
Ooh, where did that smoke come from? Who knows? But nonetheless, but yeah, man, it's just like, so I feel like when I do meet a chick who do know how to ride, it's like, yeah, but a deep, dark insecurity, not necessarily deep, dark, but more or less my alone time in the dark space. Like, insecurity comes to my mind, it's like, oh, she's not necessarily always enjoying herself since she has to work during sex. It's a thought. I know it's crazy.
No, because I've actually had that cross my mind.
I know it's probably a crazy thought, but...
No, it's not a crazy thought at all, because I think a lot of us do that.
Wait, you feel that way?
I mean, I have.
Why?
I don't know, because like, when you first start having sex after the injury, everything's missionary. I don't give a damn what nobody says.
Yeah, because it's safer.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
so it's like, after that point, it's like, you do start thinking like, damn, are they okay with just doing the same position over and over? Like, are they okay? But then when you get to the point where you're putting in just as much work, it's like, all right, shut up, you ain't got shit to say.
Like, shut up. Wait, how would you be putting in work? That is.
I gotta climb on top. It takes a lot to put your body on top of theirs. Like, you still gotta hold on. There's still shit that you gotta do.
You have to swing your leg. How does that look?
Swing it to do what?
I mean, you have to.
I don't swing it. We're laying missionary. You're like laying and okay, so when you roll, like you're rolling down the hill, you're going straight on top of them. Y'all both just doing a barrel roll together. You end up on top.
There you go, the barrel roll. So he grabs you and you kind of just roll with him.
I mean, I grab one arm around his neck and I use my other one to push.
You in the neck, huh? You in the neck, huh? She nasty. We nasty.
I'm just saying, there's no marks and it wasn't no fun.
Oh, no. I don't abuse me.
No. I'm not meaning bruises. I mean like hickeys, scratches, shit like that.
Right, don't
punch me. Don't choke me. And don't touch my head.
No, choke me. You choke me. No. Choke me a little bit. Choke me a little bit.
I'm swinging on you after that.
Really?
And don't touch my hair. I'm too tender-headed.
You can, hold on. So you can't. He can thrash you, but he can't pull your hair.
Who's thrashing me?
Your boyfriend. What?
Nah, he can leave hickeys. He can suck and do whatever the hell you want to do, but you not know. I'm the one that do the scratching and shit.
No, thrashing. Not
like,
scratching.
What do you mean thrashing?
Doggy style getting smashed.
Oh.
Like if he's doing that, he's in the mood. I'm pretty sure Gucci Mane's playing in the background.
He's not.
Like he can't do the. Not.
I'm telling you, pull my hair. I'm swinging.
She got Morona. I can't even grab hair, and I try to grab hair. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what do you mean?
He had it before, but it's like, bro, hold up, let it go.
It's like a little thing.
Too much, give it back.
That's funny. Yeah, but like, so, and again, I'm sure you already told me before. But I guess that position for me just looks awkward since you didn't have any hip control. It just feels like y'all niggas are just wobbling throughout the whole night. Like it feels like there's no structure there. Because you can't throw it back, obviously. You can't. I'm guessing.
First of all, when you're on your knees, you can throw it back because it's more of a balance. Right. And at that point, he has your hips, so you're definitely not wobbling shit. The only time I can honestly say I probably wobble is if I'm face down, ass up, you're like...
Yeah, that's right. I would imagine that... That's probably going to get awkward. But imagine doing that is kind of like crazy.
But if I'm flat on my knees and it's that way, then I'm not wobbling. But if I'm up on them, yeah, you can hang it up.
Yeah, if I even move my hands, I can feel it. It's like, hold on, I feel my body moving. Like, hold on, I don't have control of that. What's going on? Like, hold on. Yeah. My thing is, so what's your spasm like doing? Like your spasm doing the situation?
My body actually relaxes when I'm having sex.
Well, for me, afterwards, it's always like after the climax, when my body's like, oof. I might have like.
Yeah, it's like, kind of like.
No
I don't have spasms. Yeah, it's like you're just relaxed.
Right.
Like everything is.
Yeah, it seems like right. Obviously, before everything gets started, I have like naturals, but.
Now, I will say when you first get started and getting the touching and stuff like that, they yeah.
Right before right. Once you insert.
It's a done deal.
I think it's a done deal. But that's not necessarily true. I mean, I don't want to be too graphic, but I'm going to be graphic. When I start the climax, I get scared almost. Because it's like I'm shaking and it's like, hold on.
I shake.
Am I spasming or am I about to have a heart attack?
No,
like,
what's
going on? And I don't know.
My legs
I'd be like, hold on. Just like everything. Toes, calf muscles, thighs, butt cheeks, nigga. Stomach start going left and right crazy. Nipples start shaking crazy. Hands go straight like a fucking better give you a high five. Like it gets wild. And like obviously my legs are shaking. And my arms are shaking. My heart gotta be shaking, right? I get scared almost. But I'm having such a great time and it feels good. I can't display it in my face. Like that's why I be scared at. So like, okay.
No. I just shake. That's it.
Like,
no.
Your heart be racing no shit?
No.
I guess I'm an old man. Like I gotta get my heart checked. That's crazy. Like shit be racing. I guess we off the weed. Like, I don't
you got a good one. You had a good one.
No, it's like that every time.
She took you all the way to the top.
When it first happened, when I first got my chair and it first happened, I was like, holy shit, maybe it's just her. But then it's like, man, everyone does that, so it's like, all right, cool. But it's still scary.
Did you ever tell your mom, like, Mom, something going wrong?
No. I just took the L. I was gonna die. She's gonna find out. Not that. Not that. We're cool, but not that. It had to wait a week or two. He's like, you know what happened? 2 weeks ago, I almost thought I was gonna die. Like 2 weeks ago, I thought I was on death door again. Like, I thought it happened again. I am back. Look at me being ungrateful. Look at me being
try this shit one more time.
Right, look at me being crazy. Don't answer the door. I know I played big money.
So how was it for you to like step out and start having sex again? Like, were you scared?
You know what? You know what it was? I'm gonna be honest. My confidence, or like, cause before when I first had sex, it was like, well, first tried to experiment having sex. It was with somebody I tried to date or more or less dated in the past before my injury. So it's like comfortability level where it's like, you're not gonna judge me, obviously. You know me. You wanted something before this. So it's like, alright, cool. But when I first met like somebody post injury, that was the moment where it was like, alright, cool. I can still bag chicks based off superficial shit and still please them.
Yeah.
Hold it now. And once I got that confidence, and once I did it from like all avenues, once I did it from like, social media standpoint, like messing on social media, when I did it that way, and once I met somebody in public and did it that way too, never want to be depressed.
That was it.
Because it's like once I had, for me, I don't know, but for me, once I have that moment of, yeah, this is what I want to do, be cute with bad girls in public. Once I have that and I do that, I don't need to keep doing it. For example, I have one.
I haven't had that moment yet.
You didn't get met somebody like in your position, then like, see, that's what I wanted to see. That's what I want to know. Because you've been fucking people that weren't fucking before, so like, it's been like a fantasy for them to fuck you regardless. And now they got this chance. It's like, yes, but no, I want to know how is it to meet motherfuckers in public. Then like, what's that process of trying to? Because again, when you meet somebody in public, you not necessarily smash them the same day, but meet somebody in public.
I've been on dates, but that's about as far as they've gone.
I mean, like meet somebody like on Wednesday in public, talk Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday night you see them, you smash them that day.
Yeah.
They'll meet them in public nonetheless, but you still like, how is it the convincing for a woman to man versus man to woman? For me, all the convincing, not necessarily convincing, but more or less, how does it work? How does it want to go? What do I need to do? Is usually all in the same day, more or less, right before it happens almost.
See, me, it's like
they allude to it. Obviously, it's like okay,
with me, it's more of a mental thing because it's like if I can't feel you mentally, like if I can't have a conversation with you, I'm not gonna have sex with you.
Of course.
Like if you're only talking to me about sex, then we're definitely you're not getting.
Like, no, I mean, of course, but you have to admit too. There is. I'm not gonna say sometimes, but more often than not, you randomly meet the fuck buddy at the bar, and you randomly fuck that person that day, and you realize it can't be a relationship. You just met the person. Spontaneous sex, so to speak.
I've never done it.
But you know it's happened.
No, I'm pretty sure.
It does happen. It doesn't happen yet, more or less.
That's what I'm saying. Like it hasn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, because like I want to know I want to see like how that works. I've seen it in person once. I'm not gonna say with who, but I have seen like a female bag a dude, and like they slept together that night, and I knew they didn't know each other before.
I know who you're talking about because I've seen it too.
No,
but
no, not with the homie. Like that was she.
No. What?
You said you know somebody too.
Yeah. You said not the homie. I was gonna say I hope it ain't a homie. But
your homie is my homie. We're talking about, right?
No.
My homie is a homie with the person who introduced us. That's the homie I'm talking about.
I knew who you was talking about, but no.
Oh, nigga!
No. Like, I knew exactly where you was going, but no.
Jesus, trying to get me to round somebody.
No.
I'm like,
no.
But no, yeah, I never met a man either that did that shit either. Like they always be like, and it's different too. I know a lot of dudes in wheelchairs who meet females in the medical profession, and they get a lot of those females.
I know a female like that. That's
like,
how her boyfriend is.
Oh, she only dates niggas in wheelchairs?
No, she's in a chair, but her boyfriend is a nurse.
Oh, duh, that's safe. I think
that's what I'm saying.
That's the safest shit ever.
Sometimes, because then sometimes I think you'd feel trapped. You know what I mean?
Trapped or limited.
That too, I guess.
Okay. I think it would be more of a limit. And that's kind of why I don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I would love to meet a female who is already a nurse, who already knows what they're doing. I don't have to explain it. Duh. But
I wish I could go to the hospital one time and have a doctor you ain't got to explain it to.
Yeah, I mean, that would be nice. That would be nice.
You asking me what my injury level is, and I'm telling you T5, T6. Why do I got to tell you where the sensation changes? When you went to school for it.
When was your first time meeting a doctor, though?
But my thing is, he went to school for it.
How
was I going to know until a doctor told me?
Oh, this is talking about when you're first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So all my education comes from them. How am I going to educate you when you should have already had it?
I thought you were saying as if you go to the doctors now and they'd be like, what's your injury level?
No. I mean, I don't mind telling them what it is, but when you're asking me in depth about it when you should have known before me, that's when we be having issues.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's moving.
Yeah, how many times I go to the doctor's office like, can you stand on the scale? I don't know. Could I last week?
That's cute. No, see, that's crazy. They should do that. And if it's your second time meeting that person.
This is the same OB I've been with for like ever. And we still go to the office. Can you stand on the scale? No. Can you stand to get the bed? No, bitch.
Why do you do that?
Huh?
Why do you do that, though?
Do it.
Go to the same doctor who refuses to.
Because it's easier just to keep them. I'm be completely honest. After you've done everything from like your accident all the way up, once you get that record, it's like, man, fucking look.
I mean,
it's just easier.
I want to say, no, I transferred. My original primary care wasn't my primary care what I got now. I eventually got transferred over.
You know what's crazy? I've had my same primary since before my accident, all the way down to like middle school. And just recently switched it because I got tired of shit.
Okay, I'm about to say, like, hopefully you switched, nigga. That's just being a
Nah, I finally did.
So you're trying to be a good customer. No, this is
No, I couldn't do it.
This is your life.
Anytime I'm going to the waiting room, waiting that joint 2-3 hours just to wait for you to come through, and then you put me in the room and then I'm still waiting, no.
Yeah, I got asked at the dentist, but the dentist doesn't count. Huh? She was like, "Can you get out of your chair?" I was at the dentist, like she doesn't know any better. Like,
so how did they end up doing yours? Did they do it from your chair?
No, she didn't know. She didn't know, but she obviously didn't know, so she didn't know my chair can do all that trick shit and lean back. And,
that's all I was asking. So you end up doing it from the chair? See, I transferred to theirs.
I mean, in your chair, no question, no shit. You wanna relax right now.
But it's like, it's awkward because it's like, you know, you have muscle spasms like when you like straight. So it's like, as they're laying it
right, when
back.
When they get into your shit.
Oh, like, man, it's like they lay it back and it's like every little inch is like, your legs shoot out. Then next thing you know, your back shoots back. I'm like, oh man, is it down yet?
Yeah, that shit is our body karate. Yeah, that shit is, that shit is, yeah. Like when they start getting in the gums, it's like, oh god, if I had my legs, I would be running right now.
Man,
I would be kicking up and down like an animal.
My grandma wasn't having it. They used to take me right to Children's and put me to sleep. To do anything.
Have you been to the dentist?
Yeah. Oh, as an adult, I'm fine. I had braces and everything, but
it's kind of crazy though. Like, how do you choose to go to the dentist when it's COVID outside? Like such a frivolous doctor's appointment.
Nah, I had my 6 months before COVID hit, so it was like, all right, I hit this kind of like that safe zone.
I knew what the fuck. Look, I knew what the fuck I was getting into before COVID even started. I was like, I was about to be working in the house already. I should have been responsible. We went to all of our doctor's appointments like dentists too.
I tried that too.
I went to my primary care. I went to my primary care and my foot doctor, my pediatric. But you know, to those who know, to make sure I have enough pills and future fucking prescriptions. It's like, hold on, I know this about to be serious, right? I ain't about to come in here until it's hot outside. Like, give me my pills. I need like 120 days worth. Like I need 120, nigga.
See, that's the only thing I am grateful for. I don't have to take anything yet.
Don't take pills? Good for you. Good for you.
But it's like I hate pills. Like they make me gag when I swallow them. So it's like I'll push anything to the last point to where I can't no more before I have to take anything.
I thought you were about to say something else.
No, I just the taste of it just.
I mean, my pills ain't big. My pills is.
I know. I guess it's a thought in the feel as it goes down.
Half your pinky now.
Yeah. The most I take is like UTI meds as that issue.
My UTI medicine is my cranberry juice, so I drink 100% cranberry juice, no sugar added.
I tried.
But yeah.
That shit was like.
Exactly. That's the point of it. You know it's healthy. So I said to my homie, like that's the point of it. Speaking of my homie. But back to what we were saying about relationships, dating and shit. Like, don't you ever think like when you're in a relationship, again, but you were dating somebody who you known before, so you know this nigga. Anyway, but don't you feel like you're inadequate because like you're in a position and you date somebody obviously who's not inadequate in the definition, meaning that you don't bring as much to the person's table as you do.
You know,
or vice versa.
Someone told me before that because you're in a wheelchair, you have nothing to offer.
Who told you that?
Not gonna put no names out there, but I'm gonna let it slide.
You guys say it.
No.
That's rude.
But what I will say is I took it to the back of my mind in the sense that...
Is it an able-bodied person?
Yes.
I mean,
and that's why. Because for one, when you run out of things...
Is it a male or a female?
Both. But when you run out of things to say... Maybe.
I can figure it out.
But when you run out of things... Again? When you run out of things to say, that's typically what they always say. It always turns out to be something about the wheelchair. It always be about something that you can't offer, yada, 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 yada. But the bottom line is, it's the lack of education. Until you're educated on what somebody in a chair can and cannot do, you can't really speak on it or say what they have to offer.
Let's call it stereotypes.
That too.
Let's call it stereotypes.
But after that, I did go through a little phase where I thought about it like, damn, like, there is certain shit that I can't do. Is it this? Is it that? But then the more competitive side of me was like, yeah, bitch, what is there that you can't do, that you haven't been doing other than walk?
So, I'm not going to actually ask why, but yeah, that is, again, I would do the same thing too. Just keep dating people who already know me before, so I don't have to really explain the situation.
I think it's a comfort thing.
I'm about to say, right, that's some safety blanket shit. Like, if I can keep doing that.
And it's not even so much that too, but it's also the fact, like, I have kids. When I tell you I've never brought a man around my kids besides the boyfriend I have now.
I mean, you shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Like, that's not my thing. But what I'm saying is it's a lot easier for somebody that's known your kids their whole lives than to bring a new man into their lives that doesn't need to be.
I get it. Obviously, right. From my man standpoint, I know obviously more that goes with that, but from my man standpoint, safety reasons. Look, for safety reasons.
And I don't need nobody to roll off with me. I'm not trying to have it.
That's cute. That's cute. But can you imagine though being kidnapped when you're in a wheelchair? Like,
I don't want to imagine it. That's scary.
It's almost funny.
I feel like when I go in public, like we have a routine with my kids.
It's
like
sitcom shit.
The little one knows she better either be touching my chair, smack dab beside it. You gotta be arm's reach.
It's some sitcom shit.
And hell yeah, the older ones, it's like I gotta be able to see you. I gotta be able to do a mental count, 1, 2. If I don't see you, we dip.
But can you imagine like you just chilling, you just riding around anywhere, you just chilling, and the motherfucker just picks you up out of your chair and puts you in the car and leave your chair there? Like, that would be some fucking...
I don't even know what I would say. I'd probably be there
I would be fucking baffled.
I think I would be
over
stuck.
His fucking shoulder, like, let me go type shit. But
I think I would honestly be stuck. I would probably look like, this, did he just...
Quite honestly, when I get picked up and they throw me in the van or in the car, I wouldn't even be mad. I'm like, yo, if they gonna go to this to get me,
take me.
I deserve it. Whatever the fuck I did, I say some wild shit. So I get it. That bag I'm gonna put with some black vans and just take me out of my wheelchair.
I'm sorry, if I'm in that situation, I am gunning for my car. I'm hopping in my car, I'm closing the door and I'm pulling off.
Whatever y'all about to do.
The chair is gonna be sitting on the sidewalk. Fuck putting it in the car.
Whatever y'all wanted to do to me, I could have just did it besides taking me out of my chair. Like, what the fuck was that for? Like,
that's honestly like one of the biggest fears, though. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, that's one of my biggest fears, though. Not being able to defend yourself or your kids, like, when you're in public. Like, I mean, of course we'd find a way, but that still always plays a factor in the back of my mind. Like, will you be able to?
I think I get a pistol.
See, everybody said that, too. I ain't got time.
Why don't you have time to protect your kids?
Because I'm scared of guns, too. Fuck that.
Look, man.
And then you gotta think, everything on my level, my kids are tall, so everything on my level is on their level.
I can't wait for someone to
break my son's already nuts. No.
I'll be like, ooh, get to use it. Like, I get to use it. Like, it's gonna be an ooh moment. This might break. Like, if I'm out in public, again, if you...
As one call, I don't need. Like, hey, mommy, Keyshawn doing shut. Like, nah.
Don't keep your guns in your bottom drawer where you keep your shoes. Of course not.
What I'm saying is everything on my level is on their level. We all the same height.
That's where you get your boyfriend over there. Put the safe.
Okay, but what if he's not there when I need it? Then what's that safe doing for me?
That's what we call faith, man.
That's what I'm saying. There's no point to having it.
That's the universe, baby.
I can't use it.
That's the universe. You can't be mad when that shit happens like that. Like, if it happens like that, you try to take it. Like, it's like, fuck. Perfect fucking timing, criminal. Good for you. And clap. Hurry up. I don't know who's on the way. Somebody's on the way to protect me. I know. Like, hurry the
Somebody
fuck
better
up.
show up.
Right, I'm barely here by myself often. Hurry up.
Help me.
You got lucky. Hurry up. Because when he gets here.
No.
Oh. Oh. That's funny. That is great. But I mean, I remember when I was first getting into wheelchair and shit, some lady at my job who was working at her age, she was in a wheelchair and shit. She, when she was going to her, you know, she worked late for some dumbass reason. And she was like wheeling across the street to the parking garage and shit. Like, she got mugged. But it wasn't like a mugging, obviously. He said, like, the dude, she said, I mean, no bullshit.
I don't mean to laugh, but that was a mugging is a mugging.
No, but the way she described it, she's like, I got mugged. This is the next day. Like, she got mugged on Wednesday, Thursday. I was at work, and this is when, like, I was volunteering. This is where, like, niggas was talking about it. And I was just like, what happened? She was like, yeah, somebody walked past her and, like, took her purse. It's not a mugging. You got pickpocketed. You got pickpocketed.
You got purse snatched.
You got purse snatched. Like, he didn't have to put a gun to your face, obviously. He just said, ooh.
See, my thing is, I don't use a purse for that reason.
That's what everybody and their mother was saying. Like,
I tuck it in my bra, I'll tuck it under my cushion.
It was like
you name it, it's tucked. You not getting it.
It was like, you a white woman, why you got a purse anyway? Like that, all willy-nilly. Like, it wasn't even on her shoulder type shit, nigga. It was on her chair.
Because she's a white woman, she shouldn't have it willy-nilly. Like,
she's already nervous and scared, right? Like, why is it on the back of her chair versus her shoulder? I at least know that.
You can't justify the fact somebody just robbed her. That's wrong.
I didn't justify it, but I said you should be more careful. You could have been more careful.
But why would you put it on the back of your chair? Wouldn't you put it on the front?
See what I'm saying? I'm not saying anything wrong. I know it's crazy, but hey, everybody agrees. Like, yo, it shouldn't have been on your chair. Like, come on. You was
like, take me.
Like, you moving nasty out here. Like, and she lived in her chair her whole life. It wasn't like she's got injured.
So she knew.
Right, it wasn't like she's got injured and she gets learning the ropes of being what it's like. Like, no, she's already had to use a mobile device her whole shit. So it's like, oh, you knew what the fuck. Like,
so you used the mobile device your whole shit.
I mean, I would think somebody who's been using a mobile device since fucking that tall, like, you should know every fucking law in the book. You should never be discriminated against. So you should know everything. Every benefit, every discount, everywhere. Like you should be able to go to the airport and just be able to move. Because you know everything. Like, you should be no lines.
I'm free.
Nigga, you ain't never seen me in the airport, nigga. I be grooving. We get the marble floors too, nigga.
I'm never gonna lie, that little luggage thing in the center, just be moving like a little escalator. I be sitting there, put my chair on that joint, and the security gets me every time.
You don't think I do? You don't think I do? Full speed too. I be fucking zooming.
And then my chair used to have the seatbelt, so I'm like,
then when I get to the marble floor part,
I used to take the seatbelt and I used to clip it around the handle of my suitcase, and I used to just pull it like a train.
That's cute.
It worked.
That's cute.
And then on the way back, I used to stick my sign on it when we didn't have the stroller.
I used to remember how slippery marble floors are in real life with socks on. So like my dumb ass is speeding in my chair on marble floors, and I tried to turn.
Did you burn out or flip?
Two motion, nigga. Because when I usually do a slide, I try to do it against the wall. So if I do fall, I land against the wall, I can just put myself off the wall.
Yeah.
I won't fall. So when I did the slide, I didn't know I was gonna slide like that. I really fucking slid probably like 3 or 4 yards, and I hit like the little beam, like the big ass beams, the little circle joints, like hold the building up and shit. I hit that. Like.
Did you fall though?
No. I sure hit it. Luckily, good God. Like, I was on my
flipped
side.
off of so many damn curves.
My mom saw me. She was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I was on 2-wheel motion, nigga. Easy E. Like, I was on 2 wheels. I was like,
I feel like at this
whoa.
point, a fall a day keeps the doctor away.
I fell twice. I fell once, been dropped once. Yeah. Definitely.
It was funny though, because like the first time I fell, like my kids were like really, really small. So it was like I was sitting on the floor and they were like eye level, so they were just sitting there looking like.
It was kind of the same thing with me, but it wasn't a grown-ass woman that did that to me. I fell in my house. I fell like in the door. I used to have like in my old house. I used to have like 2 double doors and shit. So I fell in front of my door. Like you heard me fall. Like it was a big ass thud, and she just walked up and I'm like, hey, are you okay? You need help? What do you think? Like I'm sitting here, I can't even crawl. I'm just blah. This is like year 1, year 2.
Yeah.
Like year 1, year 2 shit.
I still can't get them off the floor. I mean, I have to like wedge myself into 2 like things. Yeah, and then like lift up. But to like go straight from the floor in the middle of the room, yeah, you can hang it up.
That's crazy. So I mean, obviously, have your boyfriend ever put you like to bed before? Has your boyfriend ever like I mean, obviously, it's you get in bed before, right?
No, I put myself in my bed.
But has he ever?
No, not that I've asked him to. I don't know. I don't really like asking for things that I know I can do.
Good point. I get you. I understand that commonly. But, okay. What interpersonal things does quads have to do that can be helped by others? Who have you ever asked your boyfriend to calf for you?
No.
Would you ever?
Let me put it this way. When I first came home...
Maybe answer the question.
No, there's two sides to it. Because when I first came home from the hospital, I didn't know how to do it for myself. So my children's father was the one calving me at the time.
Okay.
But since being able to do it myself...
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Why wouldn't you?
Because I feel like at this point, I have the privacy I had lost at the beginning, and I have it back, and I don't want to lose it again. If that makes sense.
I'm with you. But, okay. This is my thing, right? Because we can be lazy at times due to our injury.
Right.
So imagine if let me just give you a scenario why he would do it for convenience.
Like if I was pregnant, couldn't see my vagina?
More or less. I ain't gonna be that graphic, but you know.
I think if I couldn't, yes. But as long as I can, no.
Okay, let me give you the convenience angle. Y'all on vacation, Barbados, nice view from the bed. He just got finished slaying you. You laying there tapped out. You gotta pee, but you don't feel like getting in your chair doing all the shit you gotta pee. He just grabbed the catheter bag and catheter right there, and X, Y, and Z, you just continue to lay there.
I gotta be on my deathbed, sick,
Really?
something, yeah.
Really?
Because when I first came home, that first year, I was still pregnant when I came home as it is. So it was like, I couldn't calf myself, I couldn't do like...
But you don't know how to.
Right, but I didn't, it was just a lot. So it was like for a whole year, I felt like I had no sense of privacy, I had no sense of being me. And it's like now that I have that back, I'm with you. I don't want anybody in that
area.
Yeah, like you can be in that area when we get it in, that's about it. But other than that, it's mine.
But speaking of deep sea diving, what if you're fucking around spontaneous moment and shit, it slips your mind to calf, he go deep sea diving and you just start spraying on him. Is it okay for him to calf you in, to get it all out so he knows it's good?
First of all, no.
I mean, I'm just saying it because from my standpoint, I get.
But okay, two things would have happened if that happened.
Okay.
For one, that's a turn off. We wouldn't even been able to have sex after that. No, I couldn't. That would have been it for me.
You know any water sports? Water sports.
No.
Pete my creek bag. You know what I watch.
But no, we would have been done after that.
Is on porn.
And for two, if I done pissed all over him, there's not really going to be anything left.
Okay, sweetheart, piss all over and get a little sprinkle on his face and you got to wipe it off with a little hand towel. Definitely.
You a freak, Dom.
I like sex.
You are a freak.
I like sex. I know it comes with it. So that.
You are putting everything out there that you do.
I'm an adult. Yeah.
That has nothing to do with being an adult.
I mean, I would.
That's more like some R. Kelly shit.
No, I'm not pissing on her. I'm not making her stand in the shower while I can piss on her.
Now, if it accidentally happened, I guess that'd be kind of good.
Exactly. Again, you don't know if it's a squirt or a pee. In your position, obviously you can't control it, and you just let it loose. And you'd be like,
but I would still be like, wait a minute, let me go ahead and pee. I really wouldn't let him calf me.
I wouldn't let him go even. Okay.
No.
Because in my position, not necessarily I have to get calf, but
yeah.
And I have to get calf have a super pubic. You don't have to inside the penis. That's crazy.
So it goes to your belly button or
right below it.
Okay. So here.
Underneath, in your waistband area.
Oh. Okay.
In your waistband area, more or less.
Another friend of mine has it, but hers is closer to the belly button.
No, I like to take my shirt off sometimes still. No.
I think it's kind of cool though. It's convenient. Could you imagine being able to just go to calf from here than it is to pull your pants down everywhere and you know what I mean? I feel like it's convenient for some.
Again, I'm not living my life for convenience. That's why I got the waistband with the bag. That's the least I can do for convenience. Versus having it inside my dick or where I can see it. Because think about it, if I'm out partying and shit like that, rah, getting wet and sweaty, what's the chances of that getting infected more often than not?
See, hers, it doesn't stay in. She calves through that hole. She has just a hole there. And then she calves through it, and then
I know what whole she's talking about. Like the whole I had. Oh God, I'm miss still. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I can't push myself to go through it. No.
Like the hole that she's talking about is the same hole I have in my waistband, and like, I guess since she has a vagina, she knows what insertion feels like, so it's like whatever, it's all the same. But when the tube is going inside me, shawty, I feel a certain kind of way. Like I get very.
So the tube has to go in your man parts or in your waist?
No, my stomach.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, nigga, if I had to go in my dick hole, I would have been killed myself. Fuck that. It would have been over.
Well,
I can't handle that, nigga. That's crazy. Fuck that. Like, no. I'm telling you, I'll almost pass out when they put this shit in my stomach. I can imagine how the fuck I would feel if somebody putting this shit in my dick hole.
But they said it reduces your chances of UTIs. Has it done that for you?
No. I get UTIs every 6 months. Literally every 6. Like, it's like
clockwork.
Month 6. I'm about to start sweating. 5, 4, 3, 2. Boop, 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 boop.
Yo, I said that to somebody else, and they were like, you start sweating? I'm like, yeah. Like, it's a heads up.
Let me get a hand towel, please.
It don't stop. It be one side of your body. It don't even be the full 2 sides.
It's like, what the fuck are you doing to me? Why?
Like, you can't chill out till tomorrow?
And it's always when I got somebody coming over, too.
Yes.
It's always when I'm trying to get my dick wet. It's like, yo, I'm really trying to get
my dick wet, but...
When you're trying to have fun with somebody else from the outside community who don't fully understand your problems. Yeah. If you want me to break it down like that. Nah, like if you want me to break it down like somebody who doesn't necessarily understand because knows you're in a wheelchair type shit. So if something normal does happen around them, it's extra to them so they don't know what's going on. Like, I've seen that before. I remember he didn't help the situation, he kind of played into it. But I remember when, you know how you get like a autonomic dysreflexia when you start sweating and shit? Yep. He got that for maybe the second time since he's been in the chair. I'm not gonna, obviously I don't be ratting on niggas. But he got that shit for the second time and shit. And he started sweating like bad. Like he was on that powder. Like he was fucking wet in the winter. He was in the mountains and shit. Like he was sweating, right? But he obviously was like, oh, I feel bad. So like people around him didn't really know what's going on. You see a fucking sweating wheelchair guy. Naturally, you don't want to be a fucking demon. Hey, are you okay? So like everywhere he rolled, he had somebody pushing him. He couldn't push himself because he didn't want to. He couldn't.
Oh, I was gonna say, damn, it got him that
far. He's a pair. It only makes us sweat and time. Yeah. It don't fucking make us incapacitated. It's just a discomfort we don't like to go through because we already
like I get like a burning sensation in like my lower back or like right up in here.
Right. It's like right.
But then this side will sweat.
Like my legs would get tingly, and like I would start feeling shit like in my veins and shit. Right, I would get the sweats. I start sweating and shit. I hate sweating. Like,
oh my god, I hate the feeling.
Especially when you get the chest hair too popping. It's like, ugh. It's like, fuck, man. There's a fur underneath there. Wet fur. Not sexy to anybody.
I don't know. It depends on how much eggs. It can be real sexy for a man to glisten.
No. I know the. Guess got I finished working out, no shirt on, sweatpants with the pack showing, looking sexy. I know that picture. That's obvious. But I mean like drenched in sweat, belly showing. That's not, with the wet fur chest hair. No, it's not. I wouldn't fuck me. So why should she? I wouldn't. Like I wouldn't. So like.
I wouldn't fuck me. Fuck it.
I wouldn't fuck me. So like.
Now you would call me up and be like, yo, I just fucked myself, and be like, what? You on that tip today?
I would call you and be like, yo, I think she just fucked me, even though I fucked her. No, she fucked me in the ass.
Like, is the tip we on today?
No, she didn't fuck me in the ass, so we twisted. But I think...
Something ain't right. It's flipped up in here somewhere.
I think she did pink at me. Like... I think she did, and I'm starting to kind of like...
Yo, Jada T.I'd him.
I think she get a pink at me. Like, I be feeling that sometimes too, like when I be talking to like certain people like in a sexual way, I be kind of like, hold on, this is too good to be true. Is she trying to manipulate me? Like, is she trying to...
The way I see it though, when your foundation is strong, look, what they thought was going to tear them apart didn't do shit. Didn't even shake.
You know what? I think that's true, Shawty Love. I think that's true, because probably with my female friend, like, it's like, I used to date her, and like, obviously, like, I fucked that up for like dumb shit. For communication issues, in my opinion. Like for communication issues, in my opinion, which now I'm just the most communicative motherfucker in the world. Like that's my world.
Sometimes.
Me? Don't you think I talk a little bit more than I should talk?
I'm just playing. Go.
You can say yes, but I'm just be like, let's be clear. Like, I know I go on longer than I should sometimes. Like I know that much about myself.
No,
but now it's just now I'm at the age and I had the understanding of myself. Like in the past 3 years, it's like, yo, this is kind of what it is. And I'd be damned if I die and I'm at the funeral. Like, well, I'm at the casket is chilling, and like people are in the funeral home and they all have like different opinions of me, and they're not like all accurate because I wasn't fully expressive with somebody. Like that would be craziness to me. Like that'd be wild. So I always felt like I need to be transparent with everybody and everything.
Do you find yourself ever putting yourself in like a bubble? Yeah. Like you feel like
most people don't think like me, and I know I'm like erratic, and I know like a lot of my views kind of stir people.
No, I'm saying like if it's somebody else that's say like going out or something, and they invite you out, if you feel like that's you, would you just go?
No, I'm not crazy like that. No, I'm not gonna be cordial at somebody else's cookout and shit like that. No. No, I'm not. No,
I'm not saying cordial. I'm saying like, would you go?
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't care about the comfort or anything like that. You would just go.
No, I'm a sexy nigga. I don't go places.
What if it was like a community meeting or like a board meeting of all white people?
Yeah, I'm not interested in that. So I gotta bring the homies with me. I have to bring the homies with me. Like I would not go by myself dolo holo to an all white fucking city council meeting with all white motherfuckers. I'm the only black nigga in it. No, the homies would have to be there.
But what if the homies couldn't go?
I wouldn't go.
All right, what if it was just one homie? Would you go?
They gotta be. It's gonna be the wild homie that the white people are scared of. It's gonna be that homie. The one that's supposed to do that one. Like.
Oh man. What if it was a job fair and it wasn't even nothing that type of party?
See the difference. Job fair where I've been to job fair before. Like I get the one. I've been to the one I had to go to. I was like, all right, cool. How can I get into the local government? I gotta go to that one. All right, cool. Charm some white woman. I'm in. Like.
Would you go swimming or anything like that?
I wouldn't mind. I just love swimming.
Have you posted injury?
To beat your stereotype, I used to be able to swim very well when I was up. I mean, like,
you can try to beat the stereotype.
Like
my best friend.
I don't know. No, my dad can't swim for shit. I almost watch my dad drown. I've seen it.
Yo, it used to get to a point like every time I would have like black friends, I used to be like, all right, can you swim or can't you swim?
Don't.
Like that's how it used to have to be, because then it was like literally like I'd have probably like one that actually could.
No, I used to be able to swim my ass off. Like if I was an adult talking to 16-year-old Dom joined the fucking swim team.
You know, I learned how to swim. We snuck next door, and our neighbor had a pool. My brother threw me in the deep end. It says sink or swim.
It's kind of body. That's rude. It's kind of.
That's how I learned how to swim.
I learned how to swim because it's kind of.
But since then, I've loved it though.
Nice.
But have you gone since your injury?
I've been in the water, but I haven't been swimming. I'm not a big fan of like when motherfuckers go to like to the creek and shit to be like water skiing. I'm not a fan of that.
Really?
Because if I get in that dirty ass water and I get an infection, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, it's different for you guys.
Fuck that! Like I would love to, I really would, but I don't want to risk what the fuck I could possibly go through.
So if it was something in a pool, you would be.
If it was like some controlled, clean water,
yeah,
throw me in the fucking deep end and hope I can paddle. I'm down for that.
All right.
No,
we're gonna have to just blow up this pool trip because we're gonna swim.
I'm not down for the fucking.
As soon as COVID decides to let us the fuck out.
Wait, going swimming where?
I don't know. We're gonna find a pool.
I'll go swimming to the pool like in one of those Vegas hotels. I've seen like they got the little elevator thing to help me get to it.
I want to go swimming in the wine glass.
The wine glass or a wine glass?
Either way. I know there's a hotel that has the one. I keep seeing the pictures of it.
Oh.
When do you go swimming in the wine glass? The champagne glass.
Right. When I go swimming, it has to be like a big moment happening. It just can't be like over the run of the mills. I'm swimming. No.
Why?
That's too much. It's too much of my time. I gotta get in the car. I gotta drive out there. I gotta find out where it is.
Fine, just come to my house then.
Again, I gotta go to your house. Not necessarily a pool. It's an outdoor pool. You know what I mean? Like that. I gotta ask you about the chlorine level.
We got tubes.
I gotta ask you about the chlorine level and shit like that. Like, I really just go
we
like,
check it every morning with a pH stick.
I'd rather just go to the fucking, yeah, I'm gonna go to the wind. You go to the little pool with the little elevator. Like,
Let's just throw a hotel party. Make sure they got an indoor pool.
In Vegas? Yeah, absolutely.
You and this damn Vegas.
I'm past the age of having hotel parties down the street, but that's crazy. Like, we're going vacation. We're going to party. We going to party. Like, we gotta go.
Do you realize we're in a damn pandemic? He wants to go Vegas. He wants to go to Vegas in September, guys. Vegas in September.
I'm not going. I'm going to Vegas in September based on how PlayStation communicates.
Like us being in this chair ain't worse bad enough with this stuff going on.
If it doesn't get badder, that's not a good word.
Badder.
But if it doesn't get worse between now and fucking September, where they like canceling shit like that, I'm going to Vegas. I have to go. Like, I'm not.
I mean, if it's okay, I'll go with you. But
I'm not going.
If it's still as crazy as it is now.
So like when you look at, my thing is, this is where the arrogance comes in. It's like when you fucking look up prices to go somewhere and you think it's something, but it's not. It's like, holy shit, I can do that. So it's like, it ain't nothing for me to go to Vegas. It would be the same amount of money a nigga would spend to get a hotel here and the essentials that comes with that.
Yeah.
I'd rather just go to Vegas and add on for the essentials. Like when people say like, why don't you try coke?
What?
Or why you never did it? Just like, why would I try coke and if I die in an overdose in my house? What story is that? I'll try coke in Vegas. Like, you can try to convince me.
First of all, no. I'm not trying coke nowhere. Not in a box. Not in Vegas.
No, I mean, obviously not in my daily, everyday life. Of course not. It's craziness. But if I'm in Vegas, at a party, it's jumping, I meet some prostitutes with some fake titties, they like, they get naked and they like put a line on their titty and they're like, you want to try it down? What I'm supposed to say? Like, if that
Hell no!
No, I'm not going to break the mood.
You going to not only smoke dope, but you going to do that shit off the prostitute's titty? That's like a double whammy.
That's called living life.
No.
That's called living life. Like, I do it that way. I'm not going to just be like at home in DC, just like chilling and get past all start shaking.
Now, how we not try it at all? We just go find some off the wall shit to do.
I'm not going to try it until the situation is right. Like, if I ask you to come like, oh, you want to try it off our titty? Yeah, man.
Can it at least be a clean bitch? Like, can it not be a prostitute?
My prostitute's gotta be dirty.
But what?
My prostitute's gotta be dirty. I know some very clean prostitutes. I know some high class ones, bro.
They might be clean on the outside, but I don't think they clean on the inside.
That's a moral thing.
I'm just saying.
A lot of us ain't clean on the inside, believe me.
You cannot justify a clean prostitute.
Yes, I can.
No.
You have to look at the female who sells her body on the corner versus who somebody does it in the privacy of their own home, has a business and things of that nature. You have to respect how they move. You have to admit that one.
I can do that.
Thank you. Like, so you can admit one's cleaner than the other versus
one's cleaner than the other, yes. But ain't neither one clean.
Okay. Because you think selling sex is dirty, but you know.
I think selling sex is dirty?
I'm all for it.
What?
Prostitute rights.
See, you're the reason why
I stand with y'all.
Y'all the reason why HIV's still around.
I don't fuck chicks raw. I just want raw for the first time in my life.
But you don't think a prostitute would do that?
I know a lot of prostitutes.
More money, they'll be willing to let you take that condom off.
I know a lot of prostitutes who only take the condom off unless you give them $1,000 cash.
Right, but who's to say that person that they let take condom off if they got HIV?
This is my thing. If you want to be that frivolous with $1,000 to give somebody HIV,
your life wasn't worth not a dime.
That's crazy. If you can't see a nigga who got HIV to the point where he's just like passing it like that, we're at $1,000 clip, but that's bananas.
Sucks.
I understand, but I do know prostitutes who don't do raw. It's called bareback, as they call it. Like, it's called bareback, as they call it, which is interesting. We have a lot of comments, but yeah, I certain people. Anyway. But nonetheless, yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And we still didn't get into the questions. Go to the questions on your white background text. You know I'm gonna have jokes forever, man.
I know.
I have to have jokes. If I don't have jokes, it's too serious.
Alright. So?
Is it? Like, throw it on my phone. Yeesh. Come on, go closer. There we go. Big ass cracking and scream.
Look, don't come for me.
Amber just text you.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I said that. Okay, more or less. The Instagram, not Instagram post, but the OnlyFans post. What was that about on your Facebook?
It wasn't about anything in general, just I keep coming across like the fans only, like when I'm on Instagram and stuff like that.
Yes.
And I just feel like when you're doing stuff like that, you're downgrading yourself. Like, I feel like if you ever do anything from that point, say you were to write a book about your life and now you become this public figure, like, that's a profile that's going to follow you. It's not going to die. Like, everything you do from that point, you're going to be judged based off of that profile. When you get hired, you're your boss. They look at your Facebook page, they look at your Instagram page, they go in depth. Now, what's going on when that boss pulls up that damn other page?
This is my thing. But you know there's a different class of people, like, you're speaking of the people who, like, move sloppy and don't make, like, another Instagram page or another Facebook page to promote their OnlyFans. You're talking about people who, like...
That are all, okay, the ones that are on there that's just, you subscribe to them, they naked, they want to play with each other, they want to sex, stuff like that.
Yeah. You know the people who, like, they added to their Instagram along with 125 weeks ago when they first had their baby and shit.
Yes.
You're talking about people who do that.
Basically.
I'm speaking about the people who make like they use their alias, their stage name, make a new Instagram, only can be contacted at X, Y, and Z, which is.
But still, that profile can be found.
If you dig, you gotta dig. Though.
But you think if you're a public figure, everything
but,
is done.
I mean, but how public are we talking?
Just anything.
If you say anything,
like, I feel like there's a lot of women that will do it and sell their bodies and stuff like that. For instance, like ones that live in like the hoods and stuff like that, they want to have a quick come up. Right. They'll start a page like that, and then years later they'll get on their feet and they're like, I'm gonna write a book of how I got here now. Like this, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, to an extent, but eventually you want to grow from that. You don't want that to keep dragging you back down.
But if you did,
and then on top of that, like if you have a little girl, that's not something you want your little girl to do.
But she ain't gonna find out. Yeah, based on how you
do you know how millennials do with motherfucking, and anybody under us does with computers and stuff? It's going to be found. You know how many times in school we bypass the proxy settings?
I understand.
Oh, it's going to be found.
I understand that since you have kids, you have to think that way and be extra sensitive, but you have to understand you can have a whole separate life with a whole separate phone and a whole separate number and a whole separate IP address. And you don't even have to show your face necessarily.
But how many of them are really going to go as far as creating that extra IP, this, that, and the third? I'm telling you, whatever you put out there, it's going to be found no matter what you do. It's not going to stay hidden.
Though.
It is very true.
If you move the proper way, you won't be found.
Half these females don't do it that way, though.
But you're talking about the sloppy ones. You can't say all of them, man. Because I do know ones that would never get found. I know ones that have.
There's nothing positive about it. It's a quick $1. That's not necessarily going to last forever.
Sweetheart, if you have...
And you're not building enough enough.
If you have $2,500 coming in just by fucking taking pictures in the bathroom, you're going to continue to do that.
Of my feet, maybe. My vagina, no.
But again, see, you have boundaries to it. Like, you still do it to an extent.
But my point is, that was a joke. I'm not really going to post fucking pictures of my feet with 2,500 people.
Don't say jokes, then.
Oh, my God. Anyways, there's nothing positive about it. If you want to be something in life, you're not going to want that to always drag you down.
But you also have to pay for...
You're not. There's other ways to do that. There is. Get a job like everybody else.
During COVID, how easy to get a job?
Why not do your savings plan then?
How are you going to save money if you don't have money coming in? How are you going to
That's why you prepare for stuff. Why would you prepare?
How many people have kids when they prepare? How many people plan for their kids?
Okay, but you just asked me what was wrong with having a fans only page. You're not saying the
financial. We're bringing it all in, sweetheart.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. There's still nothing positive about it. It's a quick $1.
It's not a quick $1.
That's going to follow you for life.
If you fucking are sloppy about it, if you're private, it won't follow you.
Bottom line, girls, whatever y'all put on the internet, it can be found later. Bottom line.
How long did you know that Jada was fucking somebody else besides Will? We just found out yesterday.
It's on the internet, ain't it?
It just found out yesterday, right?
That's not true. You know how long they have been saying that her and August Alsina have been fucking with each other?
Since like probably.
She's just now admitting it. That's it.
Since he started moving sloppy.
No, this has been going on for years. She's been saying that he, well, not necessarily him or her, but it's been being said.
By him.
I don't know if it's been being said by him, but yes, it has been said by you for years.
But it hasn't been confirmed since who wanted to confirm it? The person that was controlling the situation.
But it still came up, and here we are 4 years later, and it came back up.
Because
that's my point. So if you do a fans only page now, years later, it's still going to come back up.
Okay, do you believe that a man can't have a secret family and never be found out about it?
Oh, it can be, but you know how you make it call?
We're not talking about who gets caught.
I know, we're telling both sides.
We're talking about the people who can move properly and don't want somebody to find out they have another family. You know
He's trying to talk about being sneaky. Not what I'm saying is typically when somebody makes a profile like that, they're not. A man would think like that. Like, okay, I'm gonna block everything out. I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. I don't want my wife to find out. Too. I'm telling you. Creative Fans Only page by Dom's Choice. Telling you when y'all decide to become something in life and it comes back up, just know Dom said it was fine. It was never gonna be found.
But if it comes back up, what would happen? What would be the worst thing that can happen?
It's not that it's bad that it's going to come back up. I'm just saying nobody wants that to keep coming back up.
I'm going by your standpoint. When it does come back up in the future,
that's what I'm saying. Nobody wants it to. If you're trying to bury something, you don't want it to. It doesn't make you look good. It gives you the wrong image.
But what image does it give you?
A sex symbol? Why would you want to be a sex symbol in the public eye?
What's the difference between okay, right, you don't wear makeup or shit like that, so you don't understand the definition of a sex symbol. So you don't understand that women do wear dresses and shit too.
Wait, what did this have to do with anything you're dressing?
Because
fans only had nothing to do with what they're wearing. They're wearing absolutely nothing on there.
There are some people that do only fans.
But that's not the fans only pages I'm talking about. Like if you're using it for modeling purposes.
See, sweetheart, are you talking about the dirty
ass naked, play with your vagina, titties out. Like, do I need to go in detail?
You can do it sloppy or you can do it nasty.
Oh my God, that was never the initial question.
But you're saying it coming back up. That's because
alright, new question.
It will only come back up if you move sloppy.
New question.
You think every female moves sloppy that's OnlyFans?
That has nothing to do with the topic. You asked me what was wrong with the issue. I said if you become a public figure or a role model, it's coming back up.
Who told you that? What are your definition of a role model? None of y'all bitches are writing books anymore. Fucking gonna be Maya Angelou. So what are we talking about here? How are you gonna be a role model to the point where somebody finds out about an OnlyFans?
So would you rather a prostitute be your daughter's role model or somebody else like, I don't know, I need to even think of it. Maya Angelou, like you said. Which one would you choose to be your daughter's role model?
Okay. Is she only a prostitute or is she a prostitute who turned into a businesswoman? Because you know you can.
It don't matter.
Okay, if we're looking at it from that standpoint, so pretty much.
You definitely gonna choose Maya, no matter how you try to justify this.
No, if you're talking about Amber Rose or Maya Angelou.
I would never let Amber Rose be my child's fucking role model.
That's what we're comparing ourselves to.
That's dead.
But we had to compare something that's intangible to something that's not tangible. How many motherfuckers just gonna write a book and be an all-time bestseller? So I'd rather her be Amber Rose, somebody who's a businesswoman who found a way to make it, versus somebody who's never going to be. The chances of your kids being scholars and writing an all-time bestseller, I'm sorry to tell you, nigga, 3%. If that. It's not going to happen.
Hey, I ain't never asked my kids to be author.
Well, you just said who you wanted to be, Maya Angelou.
I'm just saying.
You just said Maya Angelou.
Who would you choose to be the better role model? Not what they do in life, but the better person. And no matter how you look at it, you tripping. Amber Rose ain't shit compared to Maya Angelou. I would pick Maya any day to be my child's role model over Amber Rose.
I can ask.
And I'm telling you, if you choose it the other way around, you don't need to be a parent. Flat out.
I can ask 25 kids who are
flat out.
I can ask a group between 17 and 25-year-olds.
I feel like, honestly though, I feel like when it comes to like parenting questions, I feel like by you not having kids, you're not going to understand the difference. And I'm not saying that to be ignorant like that, but I feel like there's a difference. But you don't understand what you would rather your kids see or be around until you're physically in that situation.
Sweetheart, how many Maya Angelou's do you know?
How many do you know? None.
Exactly. How many Amber Roses do you know?
None. How many do you know?
I know a lot of females who have businesses.
None. You don't know Amber Rose personally. That wasn't the question.
We're talking about.
I know a lot of people that like Amber Rose.
This bitch. How many people do you know that's like Maya Angelou?
Oh my God.
How many old ladies do you know who fucking write books still?
I actually know quite a few.
You do?
Yes. If you want to talk about being as part of like a role model like Maya, yes. Now, to be as successful as her, no, of course not.
We're talking about success. We're talking about Maya Angelou.
That's not what you just said. You said people with the mentality.
We didn't say like that. Nigga, if I said mentality, I'd say Erykah Badu.
Oh,
no, we're talking about people who have been successful and built an image off their character.
I feel like you keep trying to move the questions around to benefit your answer.
I'm not, but I am.
Because half the time, the question that I'm answering is not the question that you're asking.
No, that's what I mean. You can be a woman and do this. Ask me the question, I'll answer right away. One simple answer.
Just go on to the next question. Because clearly this is ready to go down just like the race conversation. And then we'll have an answer. No, just go to the next one because I honestly got to get ready to go.
All right, cool. She has to get ready to go. That's the end of the podcast, people. We'll see you next time. Kapow. But nonetheless, we're talking about examples. We're not necessarily talking about who she's going to be around. Duh, I want my kids.
I'm not saying that. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm never ever going to choose a fans only page type of chick to be a role model for my